The power of silence, isn't it something? How your silence is driving them mad. Ever wonder why they seem so desperate, practically begging for a response? Here's the truth. Behind closed doors, they've been busy bad-mouthing you, tarnishing your name, spreading lies. They've thrown every insult, every taunt they can think of, hoping, just hoping to see you crack. But what do they really want? Your reaction. Because the moment you respond, you give them exactly what they're starving for. Power. When you engage with their negativity, when you let their words rent space in your mind, you validate their efforts. Suddenly, their empty insults have meaning. They've got a stage, and they feed on the spotlight. Responding doesn't shut them down. It amplifies them. What was once petty and small becomes louder, more contagious. You unknowingly help spread the very poison they spewed. And the sad part? They're not focused on their own growth, not building their own lives. They're fixated on yours, obsessed with dragging you down. Waiting, watching, hoping that you'll stumble. It's as if their only mission is to watch you collapse under the weight of their words. But here's the beauty of your silence. It denies them everything. Rising above the noise. By not engaging, by holding your peace, you take away their power. You don't flinch. You don't respond. And in doing so, you frustrate them more than any comeback ever could. Your silence is strength. Your stillness is power. Let them talk. Let them scheme. Let them waste their energy chasing a reaction they'll never get. You're too focused on rising. It elevates you above the petty, the small-minded, and the insecure. It sends a clear message, one they can't ignore, that their words hold no power over you. And trust me, that drives them mad. The more you refuse to react, the more frustrated they become. Because deep down, they know their efforts are pointless. All their scheming, their gossiping, their insults are utterly futile. And they hate that. They hate knowing that no matter how hard they try to pull at you down, you're still rising above it all. So as I sit here on this rainy day reflecting on the power of silence, I invite you to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Let's spread this message far and wide. You see, they envy you. They see you in a position they wish they could be in. They watch you succeeding at the things they dream of doing themselves. It gnaws at them, knowing that despite all their efforts to tear you apart, you're still standing tall. You're winning in ways they only wish they could, and that eats them alive. They want to take your place. They want to have what you have. They've tried and tried and tried to snatch away your blessings, to sabotage your success. But let me tell you something. It's your time. This is your moment to shine, and no one can take that away from you. Their attempts to steal your light will never dim the fact that you are destined for greatness. You've put in the work day after day. You've shown up, pushed through the challenges, and now, finally, you're reaping the rewards. You've sown good seeds, invested your energy into growth, and now you're enjoying the sweet fruits of your labor. But it's tearing them apart. They can't stand to see you thrive, to see you bask in the success that you've earned. It hurts them so much that they want to steal your blessings, as if somehow they could take away what's rightfully yours. By tearing you down, they think that by silence as a shield, slandering your name, by spreading lies, they can make others see you as worthless. In their minds, they believe that if they attack you hard enough, people will begin to doubt your worth, your integrity, and your accomplishments. But here's what they don't understand. It's not working. Why do I? Because you're killing them with silence. You're not feeding into their drama, and your quiet strength is driving them absolutely insane. Often when someone is under attack like this, the instinct is to fight back, to defend yourself, to set the record straight. But that's exactly what they want. They want you to respond, to engage, to give them the energy they crave. But let me tell you, they don't deserve your attention. They're not worth your time or your energy. Remember the law of least effort. Do less, accomplish more. Sometimes the most powerful action is no action at all. Silence can be incredibly powerful. When you choose not to engage, when you stay focused on your goals and your path, you allow your silence to speak volumes. In a world full of noise, your refusal to respond cuts through the chaos like a sharp blade. Silence is often louder than words. It carries weight. It sends a clear message to your detractors that their words have no power over you, that their attempts to undermine you are futile. You've likely heard the phrase silence is golden, and it's true. Silence holds immense value, especially in moments of adversity, when others are screaming for your attention, when they're baiting you to react, your silence shines even brighter. It's like a shield protecting your energy, your peace, and your focus. It's not weakness, it's the ultimate form of control. Here's something important to remember. People often expect you to respond. They anticipate that if they push hard enough, you'll crack. Some of them may not know any better. They've been conditioned to believe that conflict requires a reaction. Others simply can't control themselves. They lash out whenever someone talks badly about them or when they sense that someone is trying to undermine their hard work. But here's the thing. Just because they react doesn't mean you have to. When you stay silent, you maintain the upper hand. You don't give them the satisfaction of knowing they have gotten under your skin. And by refusing to respond, you strip them of the power they so desperately want. Their words fall flat because they don't get the reaction they crave. Instead of engaging, you let your success, your actions, and your silence do all the talking. Let them wonder why you're not reacting. Let them stew in their frustration as they realize their efforts are wasted. Meanwhile, you stay focused. You stay on your path. You keep winning. Because at the end of the day, their noise is just that, noise. And your silence is the sound of strength. Sometimes when people push you, the silent victory to your limits, they'll escalate their attacks, even resorting to public responses or loud, attention-seeking social media outbursts. But here's the secret that most people overlook. The best way to handle these situations isn't to respond in kind. No, the real power lies in staying silent. Keep your mouth shut and let your silence do the talking. It might seem counterintuitive at first, but trust me, your silence has a way of driving people absolutely crazy. They expect you to be loud. They expect you to be reactive. They throw criticism, insults, and provocation your way, all in the hopes that you'll break and respond. They want you to make noise, to lash out, to give them the satisfaction of seeing you rattled. But every time you engage, every time you rise to their bait, you hand them exactly what they're hoping for. You give them the validation they seek. Instead of falling into that trap, choose to stay quiet. Whether it's in a personal relationship where your partner has pushed things too far, or in any other situation where someone is trying to provoke you, sometimes silence is the most powerful teacher. You don't need to keep talking. You don't need to explain yourself or defend your position every time someone attacks you. Remember what we just discussed, the law of least effort. Do less and accomplish more. Let your silence bring peace and clarity to the situation. You see, silence isn't just about the absence of words. It's about finding peace in stillness and knowing that sometimes the best way to move forward is to say nothing at all. I'm sending you these showers of blessings, the rain of blessings, wrapped in the wisdom of knowing when to stay silent. Think about rain for a moment. It doesn't try to fall, it just does, naturally, effortlessly, and when it falls, the grass and trees grow without struggle. They don't force themselves to sprout or stretch toward the sky. They just do. This is the essence of the law of least effort. It teaches us that sometimes we don't have to constantly be doing something to achieve our goals. Sometimes doing less, sometimes even doing nothing, can lead to accomplishing everything. This principle applies not just to life, but also to how you handle those who try to bring you down. It's how you deal with your enemies. Now, I'm not saying you should never respond. There are moments in life when it's necessary to speak up, to set boundaries, or to put people in their place. But often, the most powerful response is no response at all. Take Jesus, for example. He didn't always respond to his accusers or those who tried to trap him with their questions. Sometimes he said nothing and let them rant. Let them expose their own intentions. Silence speaks volumes. When they're looking for a reaction, you don't have to give them one. You're not standing trial and you don't owe anyone an answer to every attack or every question. While they're busy plotting, scheming, and trying to undermine you, stay calm and composed. Imagine this. You're sitting in your car, parked. The serenity of silence, somewhere serene, surrounded by nature. The sun is filtering through the trees, and the birds are singing around you. It's peaceful. There's no urgency, no stress, just stillness. This is the state of mind you can cultivate when you master the art of silence. It's like sitting in the driver's seat of your own life, fully in control, not letting anyone or anything disturb your inner peace. Let them rant. Let them throw stones. You don't have to flinch. You don't have to budge. They're looking for cracks in your armor, but they won't find any. Your silence is your strength. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you aligned with your purpose. And most importantly, it frees you from the need to engage with negativity. The more you stay silent, the more you rise above the noise. And in that silence, you find power. Power, you find clarity. You find freedom. They're trying their best to suppress you, to take what you've earned, or without realizing that there's enough success and abundance for everyone. Their narrow vision blinds them to the truth that life isn't a zero-sum game. Someday their turn will come, and they will reap what they've sown. But in the meantime, you're not helping their cause by getting dragged into endless arguments and disputes. You see, we've already discussed how powerful silence can be. When you stay quiet, you keep your energy intact. By refusing to engage in their petty squabbles, you preserve your peace, your focus, and your purpose. Silence is often your strongest ally. By holding back your words, you disarm them. You silence them without lifting a finger. And that's the real power. It might surprise some, but that's the reality. It's a law of the universe. By responding with love and patience, you're playing by a higher set of rules. Lead with love in everything you do. Let each step you take be filled with purpose. And let your actions, not your words, be the ultimate prize. They're coming at you relentlessly, throwing insult after insult, trying to tear you down without giving you a break. Let them. Soon enough, they'll realize that the more they talk, the more you ignore them, and the more you rise. They are consumed with talking badly about you. In fact, they're so focused on your business that they've forgotten to mind their own. But here's the beautiful part. While they're busy tearing you down with words, you're busy putting in the work. You're not wasting time engaging in the noise, the drama, or the negativity. You're focused on your journey. You're building. You're growing. You're thriving. And because of that, you're unstoppable. If you stop to throw stones at every barking dog along the way, you'll never reach your destination. The world is full of distractions, full of people who want to pull you off course. Let the dogs bark. Let the horses bray. These are just figures of speech, of course, but the point is clear. Sometimes you need to let them carry on with their noise while you stay laser focused on your mission. Their words, their actions, they're all distractions meant to slow you down. But the more they focus on bringing you down, the more you focus on lifting yourself up. They think they can weaken your resolve by constantly chipping away at your confidence. But they're wrong. Every day as they stew in their negativity, you're pressing forward. You're gaining new heights, new levels of success, and new accomplishments. Each day, you're growing stronger, wiser, and more resilient, while they remain stuck in the same cycle of envy and resentment. They don't realize that their energy is being wasted. The more they try to tear you down, the more you thrive. They're throwing fuel onto the fire of your success. And that's the irony. They're working harder to stop you than they are to better themselves. Meanwhile, your silence speaks volumes. It shows that you're unbothered, unmoved, and undistracted by their attempts to derail you. You've got your eyes on the prize, and nothing they say or do can pull you away from your path. Keep your silence, keep your focus, and continue to rise above the noise. Let your actions be louder than their words. You don't need to engage in their petty arguments or get pulled into their drama. As you move forward, their words will fall flat and their energy will be spent in vain. You, on the other hand, will continue advancing step by step toward new heights. Every day, you'll rise higher while they remain stuck, chasing shadows. Let them talk. Let them throw stones. You're too busy building something great to be distracted by the noise. The universe has its own way of balancing things out. Keep leading with love, And in time, your silence will prove to be the most powerful answer of all. It's only outpacing the noise matter of time until they finally realize, oh my goodness, what have we done? They were so focused on you, so obsessed with watching your every move, that they completely forgot about themselves. They were so fixated on your progress, your potential, and your success that they let their own business, their own lives, and their own dreams slip through their fingers. They poured all their energy into trying to hold you back, never noticing that in doing so, they were holding themselves back even more. While they were busy scheming, gossiping, and plotting against you, they were losing. They failed to see that the more they fixated on you, the more they were neglecting their own growth. Instead of maximizing their potential, instead of seizing their own opportunities, they were operating at a loss, all because they couldn't take their eyes off you. They were too consumed with your success to see the cracks forming in their own foundation. And meanwhile, you've been moving forward. You've been quietly advancing, working hard, pushing yourself far beyond their reach. Time passes, and while they remain stagnant, trapped in their own bitterness and envy, you continue to rise. You've been outpacing them at every turn, making strides toward your goals, while they remain stuck, left behind in the very place they tried to keep you. They were busy laughing at you, mocking your becoming the tiger efforts, thinking that you were falling behind. But you weren't focused on who was laughing. You were focused on the work. You knew that it was never about who laughs first. It's about who laughs last. He who laughs last laughs best. She who laughs loudest laughs best. So let them laugh at you now. Let them mock your progress and underestimate your potential. They have no idea what's coming. Right now, you may feel like a young tiger cub, small, seemingly vulnerable, easy to push around. They think they've got the upper hand, that they can dominate you, control you, and belittle you. But what they fail to realize is that a tiger cub doesn't stay a cub forever. Before long, you'll grow, you'll evolve. And when you do, you'll become a force to be reckoned with. You'll grow into a powerful tiger, roaring with strength, unstoppable and untouchable. They'll try to run from the consequences of their actions, but by then there will be no escape. They're digging their own traps, thinking their silence speaks a louder, setting you up for failure, never realizing that they're the ones who will fall into those very traps. While they make all that noise, while they're so consumed with trying to pull you down, you stay focused. Don't let the chaos of the outside world distract you from your goals. Keep your eyes on what truly matters. Let them dig their holes, let them lay their traps, because all the while you'll be rising above. Their noise won't pull you off course. Their attempts to undermine you won't stop your progress. In fact, their distraction will only serve to strengthen your focus. Remember, it's not about the noise they make. It's about the quiet strength you hold. They're spending all their energy trying to sabotage you, while you're conserving yours, channeling it into your own growth. Grow. And soon enough, they'll realize that while they were stuck in the past, you were creating the future. You are the focus of my attention right now, and I see your potential. I see the greatness you're growing into. You may not feel it just yet, but the power within you is building. The time will come when those who laughed at you, those who tried to hold you back, will have no choice but to acknowledge your strength. They'll see that while they were digging your grave, you were building your empire. And when you roar, the world will listen. So keep going, keep building, keep advancing. Let them laugh, let them make noise, because they have no idea that you're about to become a force they can't reckon with. Your rise is inevitable. And when it happens, they'll be left wondering how they ever thought they could stop you. You are the one moving forward in life. You are the one who, despite the distractions, the noise, and the chaos surrounding you, has chosen to invest in yourself. You've taken the time to engage with this video, to like it, to leave thoughtful comments, and to share it with others who might also need this message. You're not just a passive participant in your journey, you are an active creator. Every action you take, every choice you make is a step forward, even when the world around you seems determined to pull you back. You are the reason I'm here, speaking to you today. You are the one who matters in this moment. Now let's address the inevitable. The people who try to bring you down. You know who they are. They're the ones who make a lot of noise, who seem to go out of their way to criticize you, to tear you down, to undermine your efforts. They might seem relentless, like their entire mission is to distract you, to make you second-guess yourself, and to throw you off your path. They thrive on the drama they create. They thrive on the chaos they stir up. But here's the truth. Your reaction is what gives them power. Your response is what validates their efforts. When you engage with their negativity, you give their words weight. You make their insults seem important. And in doing so, you spread their negativity even further. They thrive on your response because it fuels them. It gives them more attention, more focus, more energy. But here's the key. You have complete control over your feelings and reactions. They might try to hurt you with their words, but those words only have power if you let them. They can talk all they want. They can criticize, mock, and gossip, but they cannot control how you feel unless you allow it. You hold the power to remain in a state of booming peace and calm, no matter what they say or do. Yes, their attacks may sting at first. That's normal. When they come after you with their negativity, it's natural to feel shaken, to feel upset, or even to feel the urge for revenge. Those initial feelings are completely valid. We all experience them, but here's the critical part. Don't stay in that emotional space. Don't let those negative emotions take root and grow. Instead, you use them as a signal to shift your focus, to elevate your emotional state, and to move towards something better. You see, when you refuse to respond to their negativity, you take away its power. By not engaging, by not giving them the reaction they so desperately crave, you maintain control over your own emotions and your own life. This is what drives them crazy. They want to get under your skin. They want to see you react, to see you lose your composure. But when you stay silent, when you stay calm, they realize that they can't control you. And that realization frustrates them more than any response ever could. Remember, darkness can never defeat light. No matter how much negativity they throw your way, it will never be enough to dim your light, your positivity, your inner peace, your sense of purpose. It will always triumph over their attempts to pull you down. By staying grounded in your own power, by remaining aligned with your highest self, you maintain your strength and dignity. You don't need to respond to every attack. You don't need to defend yourself against every criticism. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. This is the essence of the law of least effort. It's about doing less to accomplish more. When you stay quiet and focused, when you resist the urge to get caught up in unnecessary drama, you free up your energy for the things that truly matter. Every time you choose silence over conflict, every time you choose peace over drama, you are conserving your energy and channeling it into your own growth, your own success allows. Think about it. How many times have you gotten pulled into arguments or conflicts that in the end didn't matter? How many times have you wasted your energy defending yourself to people who are never going to understand your perspective in the first place? Those moments, while seemingly small, add up. They take time, energy, and focus away from your true purpose. But when you choose not to engage, when you choose silence, you keep all of that power for yourself. You get to decide where your energy goes. Let them talk. Let them say what they want. Their words are just that, words. They have no real power over you unless you give it to them. You don't owe anyone a response. You don't need to explain yourself or defend your choices. Let your success, your actions, and your peace of mind be your response. Over time, they'll see that their attempts to bring you down were in vain. They'll see that while they were busy trying to distract you, you were quietly building something incredible. And that's where the real victory lies. While they're focused on tearing you down, you're focused on lifting yourself up. Time passes, and with each day that goes by, you're advancing. You're learning, growing, and evolving, while they remain stuck in the same cycle of negativity and bitterness. They were busy laughing at you, mocking your efforts, thinking that they had the upper hand. But here's the thing, it's never about who laughs first. It's about who laughs last. And trust me, you'll be the one laughing last. They think they've got you all figured out. They think they can push you around, manipulate you, and control your emotions. But what they don't realize is that you're not the same person they once knew. You're growing, you're evolving. Right now, you might feel like a young tiger cub, small, maybe even a little vulnerable. But the thing about a cub is that it doesn't stay small forever. You're growing into your power. You're becoming a force to be reckoned with. And soon they'll see that they underestimated you. As you grow, as you step into your strength, you become unstoppable. You become a tiger, no longer able to be pushed around, no longer easy to manipulate. And when that time comes, they'll try to run. They'll try to backtrack to undo the damage they've caused. But by then, it will be too late. They've already set their traps, and now they'll be the ones falling into them. While they were busy trying to tear you down, you were quietly rising. You were building something they couldn't see, something far beyond their reach. And now you're unstoppable. You're moving forward with purpose, with strength, and with a clarity that they never had. Let them dig their own holes. Let them waste their energy on negativity. You stay focused. Don't let the chaos of the outside world distract you from what really matters. Keep your eyes on your goals. Keep moving forward. Every day, you're gaining new heights, reaching new levels of success while they're left behind, trapped in their own bitterness. You are the focus of my attention right now because I see your potential. I see the greatness within you. You may not feel it just yet, but trust me, it's there. It's growing, and soon enough it will be undeniable. You are destined for incredible things. And those who tried to tear you down, they'll be left wondering how they ever thought they could stop you. This is your time. This is your moment. Embrace it fully and never let anyone's words take away the power you hold within. Your journey is just beginning, and it's going to be extraordinary. And as you move forward, remember that you are the one in control. You are the one with the power. And those who seek to bring you down, they're powerless unless you give them power. Over time, they'll see that their attempts to bring you down were in vain. They'll see that while they were busy trying to distract you, you were quietly building something incredible. And that's where the real victory lies. While they're focused on tearing you down, you're focused on lifting yourself up. Time passes, and with each day that goes by, you're advancing. You're learning, growing, and evolving, while they remain stuck in the same cycle of negativity and bitterness. They were busy laughing at you, mocking your efforts, thinking that they had the upper hand. But here's the thing, it's never about who laughs first. It's about who laughs last. And trust me, you'll be the one laughing last. They think they've got you all figured out. They think they can push you around, manipulate you, and control your emotions. But what they don't realize is that you're not the same person they once knew. You're growing, you're evolving. Right now, you might feel like a young tiger cub, small, maybe even a little vulnerable. But the thing about a cub is that it doesn't stay small forever. You're growing into your power. You're becoming a force to be reckoned with. And soon they'll see that they underestimated you. As you grow, as you step into your strength, you become unstoppable. You become a tiger, no longer able to be pushed around, no longer easy to manipulate. And when that time comes, they'll try to run. They'll try to backtrack to undo the damage they've caused. But by then, it will be too late. They've already set their traps, and now they'll be the ones falling into them. While they were busy trying to tear you down, you were quietly rising. You were building something they couldn't see, something far beyond their reach. And now you're unstoppable. You're moving forward with purpose, with strength, and with a clarity that they never had. Let them dig their own holes. Let them waste their energy on negativity. You stay focused. Don't let the chaos of the outside world distract you from what really matters. Keep your eyes on your goals. Keep moving forward. Every day, you're gaining new heights, reaching new levels of success while they're left behind, trapped in their own bitterness. You are the focus of my attention right now because I see your potential. I see the greatness within you. You may not feel it just yet, but trust me, it's there. It's growing, and soon enough it will be undeniable. You are destined for incredible things. And those who tried to tear you down, They'll be left wondering how they ever thought they could stop you. This is your time. This is your moment. Embrace it fully and never let anyone's words take away the power you hold within. Your journey is just beginning, and it's going to be extraordinary. And as you move forward, remember that you are the one in control. You are the one with the power. And those who seek to bring you down, they're powerless unless you give them power. So keep going. Keep rising. Keep building. Let them talk. Let them doubt you. Let them mock your efforts. But soon enough, they'll see that while they were busy trying to bring you down, you were busy rising above. And when they finally realize it, it'll be too late. You'll already be miles ahead, soaring far beyond their reach, achieving things they never thought possible. That's all for today. A prayer for faith and gratitude. Dear Father, I pray for stronger faith. Help me trust you even when I can't see the way. Let me feel your presence, knowing you bring prosperity and a hopeful future. Thank you, Eternal Father, for always hearing my voice. I offer this prayer in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for your love, presence, and abundance. If this video resonated, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment on your journey. Support us through Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description. Watch our next video for powerful revelations on being a chosen one. Thank you for joining this spiritual journey. Keep shining and embracing your destiny with courage.